Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
It's Tuesday, September 29th, 2020.
Good to see you. I know some of you have been remote, and then there's others of you that were at school that went remote. So please make sure that you're paying attention to the videos, that you watch the videos all the way through. The remote kids that are back are quickly realizing that all the videos that we made, if they only watched a few of them, that we weren't kidding, that it's exactly what we're doing at school. So please make sure that you're paying attention. This is your classroom. Okay.
And everything that's on this Google Classroom for you, we have everything all the way back from the first day of school.
Yes.
So you can literally go back and watch every video.
Yes.
We're not taking that stuff down.
No. All right. So let's make sure that we start off with a positive tone, making sure that our attitude, which is tone, is positive. That way your mood, your emotions are also positive, and that we're all starting on the right foot. Okay. So let's breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in one more time and out. Smile. It's Tuesday. There's some cool weather out there. There's a breeze going, or maybe some wind. I'm not sure if it's a breeze, but it's a wind.
It's almost October, Miss Claus.
Yes, so we're getting some fall weather.
Yes.
That's really exciting, guys. Very exciting. So
I'm
Miss Claus, and this is Miss Wiley. If you're new to remote. We're going to, first thing, I'm going to talk to you about the library. Miss Wiley's going to talk to you about CBA corrections. So as you can see on the screen, this is the remote classroom, and it is under classwork. You need to look under remote library orientation.
Under classroom information.
Classroom information. So you click under classwork, right? And then classroom information, and then remote library orientation. You click on it. And please make sure that you look at that. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. It's an 18-minute video, but let me explain why this is important. You guys need to be reading. If you have not looked at this video and checked out a book and been reading, you need to do it today. Today. You need to be reading every day. Every day in class, we've been reading 10 minutes. We just bumped it up to 12 minutes. Starting next week, you are going to be writing a letter about the current library book you're reading. This cannot be done if you're not reading a library book.
This is not about fever.
No, this is not about fever. This is your current library book. We talked about the 40-book challenge when we first started remote learning, just like we did in our classrooms, and the expectations are the same. So please make sure that you're reading, that you've checked out a book, and that next week we will be writing over your current library book. We are going to, my mind just went blank. Oh my gosh, sorry. We're going to model writing a letter. It's very specific, and that we expect you to do exactly what we're doing. You cannot write the same letter we're writing. We aren't reading the same books because it's over the library book we are reading, because Miss Wiley and I and the other 7th grade language arts teachers are reading library books along with our classes. It's the one that we chose. So when we do this next week, it's over your library book. We're just trying to help you out by modeling what we expect. There's a certain way that you're going to put this together. So the best way you can be prepared for this is to check out a library book today and start reading. And you need to be reading about 10 to 12 minutes each day, no matter what time of day that is, wherever you put that in, 10 to 12 minutes. That way you're prepared to write this letter.
And this is on top of fever. Fever is what we're doing in class as far as our lessons go. This is separate than that. This is reading. This is no matter what lessons we're doing in language arts, you're reading a library book.
Yes. So go to your Google Classroom for remote. Go to classwork and then click under classroom information. It's the top one. It says remote library orientation. You can see it here. This tells you exactly what you need to do. Watch all 18 minutes of it. That way that you know how to check your book out, so you'll be prepared. We don't want, nothing should be a surprise.
Nope.
Nothing should be a surprise. So that you're ready and successful when you're writing that letter. Those letters will happen every week, and they will be graded every week, and it will be a daily grade. Okay. All right, Miss Wiley, let's switch gears
Okay,
to
so today our
corrections.
your assignment, for language arts is to correct your CBA. Now, some of you have not taken your CBA, so you're going to be taking your CBA. And then if you get finished with your CBA, you can make a comment or you can email myself or Coach Raymond, and we can get it printed, and then I can assign it to you, the corrections. But right now, if you have not taken your CBA, you're not going to get these corrections because you need to take the CBA first. Okay? Anything else to add to that, Ms. Claus?
I'm just going to add one thing. When we ask for you to do an assignment on a certain day, that's when we expect it to be done. This is not self-paced.
Nope.
This is when we assign it, it is due. There really is not a reason why you guys should not have taken the CBA on Friday when it was assigned. That's when we expect it to be done. And please don't let this happen again.
No.
Okay.
And this is a test grade, major test grade that our administrators are going to be seeing your data. People in this district office are going to be seeing your data. This is not just some measly little quiz.
Right. And we assign things on a certain day, guys, is because we're also under a deadline as well. We are told when this window to give a test. They expect the information to be back to them. We have to give information to Mr. Murphy and Miss Spicola at a certain time.
That's correct.
We shouldn't be waiting on you guys, because I don't know why some of you didn't take it, but please make sure that you take care of your business. As a remote learner, that is a responsibility of yours, is to take care of this when it's assigned. It's just like being at school.
Yes.
No different. So please make sure that you take care of your business, because we
That's
have to
correct.
take care of ours, and they expect us to give us information. Then they start asking us where's this information at? So take care of it.
Yes. Okay. So this is what your CBA corrections are going to look like. So first of all, you're going to get a copy of this, which means every kid's going to get a copy. Again, if you've already taken your CBA, and you're going. Okay. So I'm going to scroll through it like this because the answers are on here, and so each question. Hold on. Okay, so you see the first 3 questions here, and they give you instructions, each question. But first, you kind of have to grade your own CBA. And you can look at your answer document that you recorded your answers on Friday. You had a little Google Doc, and you had to put A, B, C, whatever answers you chose. Look at that document, kind of grade yourself, because on the corrections, there's the answers. You can't see them right now.
And remember, we have scanned your document, and we know which ones that you've missed. Okay, we know which ones you've missed, right?
Yeah. So look at your answer document. Based on what you put on your answer document is what I put on your Scantron. So make sure you're careful with that. You're going to grade yourself. Again, there's going to be the answers next to each question. Whichever questions you missed, you're going to actually follow the directions. So, for example, if you miss number 1, it says, this is what you're supposed to do. Define gloomy in the question, record page number from dictionary, and write the definition above the word in the question. Okay, now you took your test on Kurzweil. You can go back to Kurzweil and look at that test. It's still there for you. Okay, but you're going to have to type in this information, the definition of gloomy, okay, and the definition above the word in the question. You're going to have to actually type those things here in the CBA directions, and you're going to type them in red. Okay, so you change the font to red. That's highlighted, but I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
So notice how Miss Wiley went underneath the directions. She didn't put it right out beside where it says above the word in the question. You can't put it above the word in the question. Yours is going to be a little bit different. That's why you're doing it in red, because when you come back and you do this on paper like we normally would, it's going to be in red ink. That's the only color you can write in. So that's why we want you typing it in red. But notice that she went underneath and then she started typing it.
Mhm.
That's what we want you to do. If everyone's looks alike and it's in the same way, we can grade it a lot faster.
Right.
If we have to hunt and peck for it and we can't find it, you're not getting credit for it.
Mm-mm.
So please make sure that you follow the directions, okay? Except if it says write it above the word in the
Right.
question. You can't do
You
that.
can't do that. That's
Right.
okay.
But make sure you're following it. You're only doing these for the ones you missed. So like Ms. Wiley said, if you miss number 1, this is the only one you're doing
Yeah.
it for. If you miss number 7, that's the next one. You go down to number 7 and look at that direction. The directions are different for each question.
That's right.
Depending on what was asked.
Because Ms. Claus went through, she did a fabulous job of thinking about misconceptions by 7th graders for each question, like maybe why you would have missed it. So these directions for each question actually make you think about the question differently, because obviously you missed it the first time. And if you do these directions that Ms. Claus has typed in, you're going to think about it differently than you did the first time, and you're hopefully going to get a question like that right in the future, okay? So we really took some time, Ms. Claus did, and some thought in putting into each question and how to correct it and how to fix your miscues, okay? But again, you're only doing this for the ones you missed. If you missed 1, you're still doing corrections. If you missed 10, you're still doing corrections. Everyone gets half points back.
If you do the corrections right.
Correctly.
You can't do them how you want to do them. You have to follow the directions for each question. I can't stress that enough.
That's right. Look at number 2. It says, okay, so if you miss number 2, you're going to go to question 2. Look at these instructions, and you're probably going to have your test pulled up next to you in Kurzweil. Define the word why in the question and write the definition above the word. You're not going to write the definition above the word because you don't have the test booklet. But you're going to define the word why. Okay? Define explains in the answer and write the definition above the word. So instead of doing those things above the question on the test booklet, you're actually going to do those things right below. You're going to change the font to red. Okay? Tell what why means and what explains means. Okay? That's what you're doing. Okay? Okay, so that's what you do for CBA corrections, and we'll get these graded as soon as we can. If you look in the grade book, it might be your first grade for your CBA that you scored initially. We'll add the points back as soon as possible. This is only the beginning of the second 6 weeks, so give us some time as we're adjusting.
We do like for the original grade to be in the grade book for a little while to give your parents a chance to look at it. Everything about the CBA, when we base it on what your strengths and weaknesses are, how the class did, it's on your original grade, not the corrected grade at all. Even in the grade book, when you make the corrections, your original grade is going to be made in the comments. So if you made, we'll say a 70 on it, and you correct it up to a 78, and you maybe only got to 2 or whatever, but it's going to say in the comments, corrected from a 70. So you always know what that original grade was. So there was something else I was going to say about the test. You don't have all the time in the world to get the test corrections done. The test corrections are due Friday.
Let's say Friday for now. Okay. We'll have Coach Raymond make an announcement. Otherwise, if we change it, we'll see kind of how this goes remotely because this is our first time to do this. But as of right now, let's make corrections due on Friday.
Friday at 3.
But to be honest with you guys, this is your only assignment today besides finding a library book. So you shouldn't have any issues because if you're in class with us, we have you 2 periods. So it should take you 2 periods and you should be able to finish this today along with finding a library book. So, and if you have not taken the CBA, take the CBA. Seriously. We're not kidding around about this. Take care of your business and take the test. The directions are posted on Friday, September 25th. You understand? Okay.
So you have until Friday to do the corrections at 3 o'clock. That's it. The corrections, if you don't do them, you don't do them. That's all we can tell you. You're not getting 2 or 3 weeks to do this. Timelines and deadlines mean something. And that's what it'll be. If you have any questions, you can always email. Email. Okay.
All right. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Bye.
Enjoy the weather.